The chairman of the Estate Association gives us a hint into their fears.
I moved in here almost 2 years now. Next month it will be 2 years. There are some others who moved in, going to 2 years this month. And the same promise they have been giving us, we will have our recreation, we will have this, nothing happens. So we will keep on asking, why is it taking that long? It doesn't give me an answer. I've been demanding the approved layout for this estate. They've been twisting me up and down. So I've been spent almost 2 years here and nothing to show. We had a meeting, giving him some rooms to do something. He didn't change anything. He just kept on delaying, sending people. There was a time he even came with mobile police to come and think that he can get away with it. But after we told him, please, we are the owners, we are not tenants. Everybody, the family of this place contains about almost 400 units. And when you multiply 400 units by a minimum of 3 in a family, it's about 1,000 something. He's toying with us.
What we saw before we got into the estate property wasn't what we're having now. And for the fact that we're speaking and it's like lackadaisically, they are not just hearing to what we're saying. And part of what we're complaining about is that the security posts, they don't have an ideal security post. I would like channels to video that. Also, we talk about the recreation center and they want to turn it into a shopping complex. So their shopping complex is more important than the recreation center that we have paid for.
An annex now known as Lekki Gardens Phase 4 extension has been added, which they allege was not part of the original plan they bought into. This too they claim is weighing on existing facilities.
We also have this estate as Lekki Garden Phase 4 in the standard, but suddenly they had another additional estate close by, but because of one reason or the other, they merge it again with this Lekki Garden Phase 4, then they call it Phase 4 extension. And there's normal things that have been provided for Lekki Gardens Phase 4 itself. They now have to share it between this Phase 4 and the extension, which is not enough, without providing sufficient to cater for these ones that they've called the extension. And people are moving into all these places. We have this estate growing and people coming in day by day, filling in their own places that they've bought into. Yet, they don't have what they need to be able to sustain themselves right here.
The estate is meant to accommodate 400 households. But with less than 150 already on ground, the facilities seem overstretched.
Now, the lights here, they're also feeding from our own facility in phase 4. The load on the generator is actually much. In the night, we have people calling, oh, can you switch off some loads? Can you switch off some loads? It's not the generator is going to switch off if you don't switch off some loads like your AC, your refrigerator, and all of that. So these are the issues we are having right now.
Armed with the challenges presented to us by these residents, we visited the office of the Chief Estate Relationship Manager. While he promised to comment on the issues on ground at Lekki Gardens Phase 3 on a later date, since they didn't have sufficient fact on him, he explains what was going on at Lekki Gardens Phase 4.
This is the former plan that we had for that area, which is alleged that we have sold. This is where we have the current security with 2 entrances here and there, which is not actually shown here. This is where the mall will be. There's a pool. This is the recreation area. We have the pool, and then we have a small, I would say, club or sit-out area. And then you have a multi-purpose court for basketball and tennis. Yeah, and then you drive into you can enter the estate from here and all that. We've moved, it's considered recreation facilities, we've moved it to, some of it to inside the extension. So we're going to have a pool area with some sit-out, and that small sit-out area, a basketball court and a lawn tennis court. So now we're not having the 2 multi-purpose, we're having it separate. We've also marked areas for green areas for children's playground areas, about 3 of them across the estate. And then in addition to that, we're having a smaller pool pool here with another sit-out area. The only issue we had was on the entrance. The plan for the new entrance which we brought to them, which was rejected, this is it. And as you can see, we made provision for actually the gatehouse for in and out. There were some issues that has to do with how you actually meander into the going in and out, which obviously I do agree with them. And so the resolution was to come back to them with a better plan than the one which they rejected, which was the last meeting we had before they started their protest.
It thinks the resident shouldn't have gone this far, as the management was already in touch with them on development.
We are committed to providing the recreation as we promised. We are committed to completing all the infrastructures, and where we need to upgrade, we'll do that. I think it's important that we continue to engage, we continue to sit down around the table and discuss issues. Yes, we would disagree, like when you said that the plan we brought for the entrance is not acceptable to you. We took that on board, we went back, and we're working on bringing a better plan.
Whatever happens here appears to be a case of taking agreement for granted. Changing the goalpost in the middle of an ongoing game would definitely not go down well with the players. Safety and comfort of lives must be taken seriously, far above monetary gains. We hope to keep tabs on development here.